Hi, this is Jerry with I Love RV Life. I've got a product that I've been wanting to try on our fifth wheel for some time. These are called Super Springs by Super Spring International. We're going to put a set on the fifth wheel today. I'm looking forward to seeing how these are going to work. Well, hi, it's Jerry. Today I'm going to be putting a set on both axles of our new Montana, these Super Springs by Super Spring International. But before I get into the details of putting that on, let me give you some background about why I came to this product and why I want to be able to use them on the Montana. So if you've been watching our videos for a while, you saw that we had a 2014 Gateway by Heartland. And it was a great fifth wheel, 40-foot fifth wheel. But here's what's happened after almost 60,000 miles of travel on that Gateway. The roads are beating it to death. And if you're doing any traveling out there, and some states are worse than others, you know exactly where I'm going to be coming from. Bridge access and departure, sometimes the shock can be quite severe. Also, you get into some of these long stretches of interstate or even state roads for that matter, and the concrete is uneven. I call it washboarding. You get into this this oscillation that occurs, and in some states it can be quite violent. I'm talking about not just 5 miles or 6 miles, but 30 and 40 mile stretches. And that constant beating, that constant oscillation, and those severe shocks going into your RV, it doesn't matter whether you've got a motorized vehicle or a pull behind or a fifth wheel, whatever you have, that constant oscillation places a tremendous amount of wear and tear on your RV. And we just bought this new Montana just a few months ago. I don't want to beat it to death. I mean, it's nice. This is probably going to be our last one, and we want to use it for a very long time. So I was looking, do I put shock absorbers on the fifth wheel axles? I looked at that as an option. Do I put airbags? Nothing was tripping my trigger that this is what I wanted to be able to use. Now, let me give you just a short background into me and where I come from. I was an engineer in the telecommunication field for 30 years. In that 30 years, for 11 years, I consulted for some of the largest, most important facilities in the United States. I'll have to leave it at that, but if you're interested, you can go to ilovervlife.com, go down to the bottom and go to About Jerry, and you can kind of get a little bit of background, and there's a LinkedIn page. You can kind of see my resume, but that's not what I'm peddling today. The point I want to make is that in some of these facilities that I worked in, we had a proving lab, a very large proving lab, and before we would put a product out into the field and affect customers, we would torture test it, sometimes for months and months and months and months, and work with the manufacturers to make sure that that product was going to work perfectly. And that's how I came about these Super Springs. If you go to ilovervlife.com, or if you wait to the end of this video, I'll be putting a link into today's blog. I'm going to put a video of how I came about contacting Super Springs for this product. They have a video that I am going to place in today's blog that shows where they took these springs, put them on a large Grand Design, and drove around one of these proving tracks. These proving tracks, you've seen them probably in videos where they take a new car or a new truck and run them through all the potholes and run them through all the, the ripply things and hit the curves and all that type of stuff. Bottom line is Super Springs put their money where their mouth is. Not only did they run it on, just to see what the feel was like, but they had all the scientific equipment that was used to be able to measure what the track was like before the Super Springs were placed on the fifth wheel, and what the Super Springs did for the improvement of taking all the hazard out of the road. And it won me over. It's absolutely amazing. And when you see the video, it's their video. When you see their video, I think you're going to see why I came to this conclusion. I needed a set of these on our fifth wheel. So I contacted them and said, look, like the springs, I want to try a pair, but most of all, I'm just contacting you just to let you know I am impressed with how you tortured these things and then just basically said, here's our product and we're going to prove to you that it works. I mean, in some instances, it was like 160% improvement in the oscillation. 60 some odd percent, you'll see the stats in the video, and the shock, removing the shock. It's incredible. It's incredible. So they said, well, look, we're going to send you a set. So I did not pay for these, and I'm not going to, they don't have an affiliate program, so I don't have a way to be able to get, you know, affiliate revenue from this, but they did send me a set to put on the Montana and evaluate. So I want to come up front with you on that. But we're going to install these things. The installation is incredibly simple. Let me show you what comes in a box. So I received 2 boxes like this, and you get your 2 Super Springs. And you'll see this installation. In the installation, you get these, I call them pucks or spacers that will be used. And then they send you all the hardware, including your Loctite. So everything is in the box. I've got 2 of those. And then they send you some basic instructions. And the reason it's basic, there's not much to installing these things. It's pretty simple, okay? So we're going to go outside and we're going to install these. Now here's what I'm going to be doing. All this isn't going to be in the video. First thing that I'm going to do, I've got hydraulic levelers. I'm going to leave the front jacks on, but I'm going to bring my back jacks up because I want all the weight of the fifth wheel on my axles. That's very, very important because when you place these, I've got to raise the fifth wheel just a couple inches, and there's a measurement that you see I'm going to take to where you want about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of pressure on these springs sitting level before you get out on the road. You already want some tension on these springs before you head down the road. So we're going to be going through that. I think this is going to be a quick install. It's not going to be a lot to it, but it is going to require some wrench time and some crawling on the concrete. So let's get outside and get this done. All right, I'm under the fifth wheel now. You can see this is the axle and the springs, and this is where the new spring will be going. It will be placed on a bracket here in just a second. I'll set it up there, and I've got to do some measurement. But I started here on the driver's side of the fifth wheel to begin with. The reason being, you'll notice I have a gas line that runs from my tanks all the way down the side to the kitchen area, and this had to be moved over. Now they provide a kit that you can use. I didn't have to use that to slide it over. There was enough flexibility to move this over, I don't know, almost an inch maybe. And all I had to do is, you'll see right here, there's these clips. I just reversed the clips to the other side. And now I'll have plenty of room for the shocks to operate and not rub up against the gas line. So I'm only going to have to do this on the one side. It took me an extra 15-20 minutes to move, just to slide it over a little bit. It didn't put much tension on this gas line. We're going to be fine. All right, so let's get started here. Okay, I have mounted the bracket here. I've just I have it placed here loosely. There is a top and a bottom, so you want to make sure that when you put these brackets on, you have them so that they're level. If you reverse them, it'll angle one way or the other, so make sure that's done. And I have measured from here to the top, and the springs are 4 inches tall, and you want 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of pressure. So if it's 4 inches in spring, you want to have about 4.5 to 4 1/4, and they provide you spacers to put under the springs so that you'll have constant pressure on the springs. So I have measured that, and my springs are 4 inches tall, and my distance from here to here is 3 3/4. So I'm not going to have to use any spacers at all. Okay, the next step will be to put the springs on the brackets. Again, you want to make sure that your brackets are straight, and depending on whether you have to use the spacers in the spring, the kit comes with various bolts. Fortunately, I just have to use this one, the shortest bolt that's here. They also provide you with blue Loctite, which I think is a nice thing that they did, that I don't have to go out and buy some blue Loctite. So I'm going to make sure the threads are covered well here. And then I am going to screw this on loosely, and then I'll finish tightening it by hand once I get the brackets installed. So if you put this on too tight to start with, then you won't be able to adjust the bracket to fit back up over the spring. So get this done. And like I said, I'm just going to do it finger tight, so I still have some play in this bracket. And then once I get the bracket on tight and torqued to the frame, then I'll grab this by my hand and finish tightening it by hand. But I want a little bit of play in that. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other spring and then head underneath and finish the install on the driver's side. Okay, we have finished the first side. Now you'll see space here. I still have the fifth wheel jacked up, so we'll lower that down in just a second. But this is side number 1, and you can see they're nice and straight. There's the other one over there. Easy to install, just you know, a couple bolts and we're done. All right, let's go get the passenger side done. We'll be through. Okay, the installation's done. You know, this only took me, oh gosh, maybe an hour and a half or so. It didn't take hardly any time at all. It's super easy project. I've lowered the jacks that I had. Now, I did not have to use, you know, a floor jack or anything like that that's shown in the instructions. I got hydraulic levelers, and I was able to raise those just enough to be able to get the springs under here. But, you know, I've got a nice tight fit to the frame, as they show. And then on the bolts here, these bolts here, when you tighten those up, use a torque wrench, and the instructions say take it to 10 foot-pounds, so it's not a lot. So I have that one done, and I have that one done, and that side probably took the most amount of time because I had to slide the gas line over about 3/4 of an inch or so, something like that, not much more. Easy project. Now, what's going to happen from here? Well, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to try to figure out how to put a camera under here, and we're going to go down the road, and I'm going to show you how these things work. I may even put a glass of water on the table in there and just go for broke and put a camera on the inside. The install's done. Maybe an hour and a half. It didn't take long at all. It's very easy. It would have even been shorter if I didn't have to move the gas line. But even the kit, which I'm really impressed, came with all parts, including some extra brackets and extension if needed to move the gas line. So that was a very simple task. It didn't take long to do that at all. So we're done. I keep referring to these as Super Springs. The name of the company is Super Springs, or Super Springs International. The product that we actually have up underneath the fifth wheel, they're referred to as SumoSprings. So if you were to do a search for both of those, you'll be able to find a reference to them. And we're using the black ones because of the weight of our camper. They have lighter ones as well, depending on what your camper needs are. But the website has plenty of information to help you pick the right spring that you need for your specific application. And it's not just limited to trailers as well. You can use them on your trucks, on your Jeeps, in place of airbags. So there's a lot of applications for these springs. All right, what's next? Well, we're getting ready to leave. We're going to be heading out on the road for a couple weeks. And I'm going to put some campers and maybe even a glass of water on the inside. I know I got some bad bridges I'm going to hit on the way out as we go to the interstate. And as we get on the interstate, there's some rough spots. So as we go down the road, let's see what we have in store and see how much better the springs provide the ride on the inside of our fifth wheel. Look at you. That glass is still in the same place. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. That is incredible.